Hello everyone, and welcome back to another coin roll hunting video. In today's video we're going to be searching through this box of quarters here, so let's get into it. Alright, so to start things off I thought that we'd search through these first 5 rolls together, and I can talk a little bit about what I look for in these hunts. So the first thing is I have this Washington Quarters book right here, 1965 to 87, and we only have one book filler left, which is the 1968D, and then this book will be filled, so I can show you that too. But yeah, exciting because this book is almost done, and then not all of these are the best condition, but we'll go through in future hunts and search for more upgrades or higher quality, better condition coins to put in here as well. But I just really want that 68D because then this book will be finished. Alright, so let's get into these rolls. So what I'm about to do right here is called edge hunting, if you're unfamiliar with coin roll hunting. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up and we're going to look at the edge of the coins in the roll, just like this. So it's open and we're checking out the edge. And the main thing that we're looking for when we are looking at the edge of the coins doing edge hunting is for that 90% silver. So quarters, all quarters 1964 and older are 90% silver. So if you ever find an old quarter that's 1964 or older, you should hang on to it because it's worth a lot more than a quarter. So that's the main thing that we search for when we edge hunt, because it'll stand out. It's very bright white color most of the time, unless it's like really dirty. So I will be going through all of these afterward because edge hunting isn't foolproof. And there's other things that we look for other than silver too, but that's the main thing. So other things that we look for, I search for a lot of different errors. And I use a checklist from a YouTuber called Georgia Silver Hunter. He's got a really good coin search list that, especially for errors, is very formative. So I'll be using that today in my hunt, and I'll leave a link in the description of this video so you can check them out. Also, we look for things like foreign coins, or the 2019 and 2020 West Point minted quarters. And we also search for things like proofs, or things of that nature, just different things that stand out. Like in the last video that I did, we found a jukebox quarter, which is basically just a quarter that someone painted on. So things like that we look for, just things that are interesting. So anyways, right now in these first 5 rolls I'm not seeing anything, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through these, and then I'm gonna open a bunch of the other rolls, and if I start finding silver, then I'll bring you in, or start finding things while edge hunting, and we might do some more edge hunting. But if not, then I will just bring you in when I find something else. Alright, so we're on roll 16 here, and we have this 2020 quarter, and one of the things that we look for is the 2020 and 2019 West Point minted quarter, and we found one of them. As you can see right there, you can see that W mint mark, and right here on the quarter there's also V75 privy, if I can try to get that in a better view. I don't know if you'll be able to see it well the way that I'm holding it, but it's there. But anyways, this quarter, I was looking at some eBay comps recently, and it's been going for around 15 to 20 bucks, so pretty good. These are even better than finding silver, and there's only 2 million mintage of this, so that's why it's worth a lot, just because it's really low mintage. So this is the first West Point minted thing that I've ever found hunting, and I thought I'd show you down here. So I have here the 2024 Red Book, and basically this is, if you're interested in US coins, this is like the book for US coins. It's got like everything, but as you can see here, this is what the V75 privy mark looks like. That's on the 2020 West Point minted quarters, and they did that because it's the 2020 was the 75th anniversary of the victory of World War II. So kind of cool. Cool symbolic piece of history there. And then I can show you down here, we've got it right here. The 2020 W Marsh Billings Rockefeller Vermont Privy Mark, 2 million minted, and then according to Redbook, it's $10 at MS63, but almost all of them that I've seen have sold for at least 15 to 20. Some have even sold for more, like $40. So that's what I would say the comp is right now. So anyways, super good find. Alright, so I just finished going through all of the quarters, and I didn't end up finding any silver or anything like that, or any more like W quarters or anything. But I thought I would show you. I did find a 1968D, which is the last book filler we need for this book. So at the end of the video, we'll be putting that in the book. And then this West Point quarter that I showed earlier. And then I also found this, which I thought I would show, because in our last video, we had one that we found that was green, but this is a jukebox quarter. That's the typical red that I usually see when I find them. So I thought I would just show you guys, since I was talking about it in the last video. So I've got a lot of quarters down here that I'm gonna search through. These are all quarters that I've set aside to search for errors. So I'm gonna go through that, and if I find anything, I'll bring you back in. Alright, so we're looking at this 2008 Alaska quarter, and this quarter is known for having a error called the 6-claw error, which I think this has a minor die chip in that spot. That's not, I wouldn't consider it to be a full 6-claw error, but it's partial. And also you can see right here in land, the A and the D are connected by some sort of die chip as well. So let me show you down here. You can see, if I try to put a little shadow, you can see that there's a tiny little dot right there between these two claws. And sometimes it's a full extra claw looking thing that's a die chip. But I'm going to set this aside as a find, as our first error on the hunt. Alright, so we're looking at this 2023 Kanaka Ole quarter. And as you can see right in here in the lettering in Kanaka Ole, we've got some error, a little bit of an error in there. You can see how that K and that A are a little messed up. And then I'm going to show you another one because I found two of them actually. This one is more minor. You can see just in the A there's just a little bit taken out of that A. And then I'll show you here. This is what it usually looks like, or is supposed to look like. Right there. So I'll add those as 2 errors for the hunt. Alright, so I just finished looking through the rest of the quarters for errors, and I didn't end up finding anything else. So I thought I'd bring you all in for the general wrap-up. So to start things off, we're going to finish out this book, because we found us our last coin for the book, which is a 1968D. And I'm not going to be completely done with this book because a lot of these coins are not in super great condition, so I'll still be looking for upgrades, but I'm still just excited that we were able to get all of the coins in the book in here, so it's completely filled, and this book is finished other than getting some upgrade coins. So I'll make a list for that for our next quarter hunt. So I thought that we'd start off with that. And then let's talk a little bit about our finds here. So I'm going to move them all down here. So to start things off, the find of the day is definitely our West Point minted 2020 quarter here that we have. Very nice. And it's in decent condition for being circulated too. And like I said, this is probably like a $15 to $20 coin. I've seen them sell for even more recently, but it just depends on the buyer, I guess. So we've got that right there. And then we have our jukebox quarter, which this isn't really worth much, but I just set it aside because I usually find at least one of these in each hunt. So I thought I would show you guys a red jukebox quarter there. We have our 2 different Kanaka Ole. I'm not exactly sure what you call this error, but the error in the K and the A there, where it just is like missing a piece or something like that. And then finally we have our minor 6-claw error with the A and the D in land that are connected as well. So yeah, overall I feel like this hunt was pretty good, especially finding the West Point quarter. It's the first time I've ever found a West Point coin, so super cool for me, and it's pretty valuable, worth more than a lot of the even the silver quarters. So anyways, guys, this is going to be a little bit of a shorter video because there weren't a ton of finds, but if you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing. I try to make content like this, doing coin roll hunts, as well as talking a little bit about different coins and bills in my coin collection and some of their history. If you have any comments on this video, please feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. I try to answer all the comments that I can, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.